Go. Okay.
Okay, so we see this god comp pushing in quite early. They definitely know they're going to need that early pressure. We do see the mage pet getting dotted. The star surge comes out onto the priest. Priest getting dots up. Out comes the beam really early onto this mage. Just trying to get pressure, I think. Huge amount of damage. Out comes the starfall already. See Banana Split dropping a huge amount. Looks like they're going to focus onto healing swap. Does use his fade, but not going to do too much. Mage just spam sheeping the warlock in his dark, so he does get feared. Yeah. He's now dotted, gets dispelled. Those dots, they're going to be doing that. Just trying to get out as much pressure as he can right now. Shape Milk's dropping a huge amount now, down to 180. A first ice block comes out from him. Health swap pushed in quite far as well at the moment. Warlock does use his portal away. The mage pet's low as well. That does go down, so he's going to need to get a new one of those out.
The Warlock doesn't have a trinket anymore, and he's now in a deep freeze going down to 50%. He tried to...
Did use the unending resolve there. Does get the Dire Regen Health Stone. Out comes the second Starfall now. Huge damage.
No, actually that's counted. Okay.
So Health Swap does get the fear onto the Moonkin. We do see the mage looking to connect on the Warlock. The healing stream's down. That does get left. The entire team of the God Comp has got dots up right now, though, so they're just trying to line of sight. The Water Elemental is at about half. There comes the Starfall. There comes the Vortex Beam onto the Paladin. Hits the mage as well, but not too much happening with it. The Water Elemental's getting really low. Warlock didn't actually have many dots up on anyone there. Out comes the Siphene from Health Swap. Not going to be doing too much by the looks of it. Not really getting fears on anyone right now. They are going to put Deep Freeze on Darkwing Duck. He does get Devoured Plague as well, taking a huge amount of damage. Does Portal away. Gets his new portal up as well. Healing streams down. Looks like he's going to be alright for now. There was a Cyclone onto Hellswap JK as well there, but he chose to sit that. Banana Split is just taking a huge amount of his mana out at the moment. Reskos doing just fine on mana. He's still on 30k. Banana Split down 100k, so quite a difference here. Do need to see more offensive pressure out from this.
The difference is Reskos doesn't have his trinket anymore. None of this team has his trinket anymore. None of Reskos Bizeps, while on LaptopGGweLoose only the mage has used his trinket.
We do see the Windwalk totem come out from Resko, and there's a huge amount of damage onto Hellswap right now, dropping loads, gets put into a Howler Terror behind the pillar. Banana Split doing a great job staying at the pillar, but still not looking too great on mana. His team are pushed in. Hellswap's quite low.
And Resko is going really, really down. Will he? Yeah. I think he has the link now, but he can't. He can't.
He does get the healing surge out, and that is going to be fine. Out comes the healing stream as well. There's the horror and the blinded silence. Might still be in trouble. He's got his ascendance up, so looks like he's going to be fine. That healing stream does out. Uses the tremor totem to get his team out there. Out comes the vortex beam onto health swap right now, and that's just going to let Resko catch up again. Now we do need to see more dots coming out of this LSD team. They don't really have that much spread for pressure right now. Banana Split really going to start hurting on mana if this pressure keeps going. So they need to be looking to get more dots out onto him and get more pressure out onto this entire team. Fate Milk dropping a huge amount. Does blink back to the pillar though. Out came the the Starfall there as well, and there's the mushrooms on all three of them that do get exploded. Not too much happening right now though, as both teams just play sort of line of sight.
Yeah, and then we'll make sure that Banana Split can't have a trinket, and he can. I think Reskos Bizeps is going for the mana game.
Up as well. Resko sort of sitting at 280k. They do swap onto him. Here comes a huge amount of damage. There's the deep freeze. No
he
trinket.
Doesn't have a trinket yet. For 2 more seconds.
There's the silence.
Now it's a trinket, and he goes down 1 second before his trinket was ready. Oh wow! So we were wrong. We're actually wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the God they definitely got on that Shaman as much as they need to. But I really want to see this LSD pushing out a lot more. When they had the pressure, they just kind of then ran back to the pillars and didn't really let too much happen of it. They kind of just said to the other Paladin, yeah, you can pick your team up as much as you want. So...
Yeah, it was really a precise timing. If they had done it 5 seconds later, the trinket would have been there, but he really died in this very moment his trinket got available, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think they need to play a lot more aggressive so that those situations can't really happen. I wonder what map the LSD will be choosing. I don't really think... I think maybe a Blade's Edge or something will be really good for them. Not as many effective beams as I'd like to have seen. I mean, they had to use one to try and save their Shaman the first time. And they are actually going to be choosing Dalaran Sewers, so... You know, again, a Z-axis map got the knockoffs, and it's going to be much smaller, so they should be able to get a lot more dots out.
Okay. Phasing is, I think, complete, so we can enter?
Yep. Yeah, I really want to see this LSD just push out more. I mean, they have to play a little bit defensive at the start just because the God Comp are pushing into them, but after that, there's no reason they shouldn't be forcing out. I mean, they had Banana split down to sort of 90k mana while their Shaman was sort of full. If they push in a lot more, play a lot more offensive, they're not going to really let the God Comp get into a situation where they can do that to the Shaman.
That's true.
I think they also might need to be using Cyclones a little bit more effectively just to kind of force out those trinkets, just so they can use those to peel as well.
What I really like from the Godcom is how well they set up their pressure, their burst. Every time it was really effective, and Resko at this one moment where he put his ascendance was really close a lot earlier because he ran away from his teammates, so he couldn't link, and so. Okay.
If someone could just tell the LSD just to stand at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. So we have a slight delay of about, I think, 30 seconds or something. Okay.
Okay, so the LSD at the bottom. Yeah.
We can't stop we can't start the countdown yet. Dotite, please update us on when we can start.
What's happening with the comp? Okay, the God Comp are now ready, so we just wait for the.
Okay, we can.
Okay, so if we can get this countdown, are we 100% sure we can go?
Wait. He's did Dota tell you? Okay, in 10 seconds we can go.
Okay. Quick that, and then we'll go. Yeah, I want to see this LSD pushing in more. Like I said, they kind of need to get really on top of that pressure and not let the God Comp catch up. Because when they do that, God Comp are just able to turn it in on their Shaman again, and we're going to see a repeat of last game every time, I think. Are we ready?
Yeah, you can shoot.
Okay. So countdown starting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we do see the LSD going for the gateway this time. They've got the gateway on the bottom of the stairs. That might help them a lot. That looks like the God Comp pushing into Resto super early. But, oh wow, gets knocked down as he pops Ring of Frost. Out comes the Dark Soul and the Starfall. So early pressure. Looks like they're going to be trying to get it on the Mage and the Pet in particular. Huge damage coming out from this LSD right now. Full fear onto the Priest with dots as well. Paladin does choose to dispel that. Takes a huge amount of damage as he gets dots put onto him as well. Gonna, need to pick himself up a little bit. But LSD just kind of playing very passively again, just playing back, like not really pushing out for that. And I really think they need to push out more just because that's kind of how it works. But Health Swap taking a huge amount of damage because he's pushed in right now. Darkwing kind of sitting in the middle. Out comes a knock onto Banana Split. He's pushed into a really bad spot right now. Health Swap taking a huge amount of damage, chooses to push in. Out comes the Vortex Beam, which forces the dispersion from Health Swap there.
He plays so aggressive again.
Unable to really do a lot, gets put into another fear. That looks like the God Comp are trying to want to pull out a little bit now, and this is where the LSD need to push in, need to have dots up on that pet, need to not really give the God Comp time to catch up, but Jay taking a huge amount of damage right now. Resko going to be able to pick him up though, not too much coming out onto him. Out comes the Starfall again though, looks like the Water Element's going to go down, it does, and out comes the knock again, so all three players have been knocked down, two of the players have been knocked down right now, and Banana Split not really able to do a lot right now, he's kind of stuck at the boxes, unable to do anything. LSD really pushing on to Shake Milk and getting that pet dotted again right now, so the pet kill is going to be huge for them. He won't have another pet for a minute. Health Swap just going to line of sight. Shake Milk kind of in the open on his own. His pet does go down. Out comes the Psyfiend from Health Swap. Going to get a fear onto Bootkin by the looks of it. The Ring of Frost does keep Darkwing Duck in on the pillar. Out comes the fear from the Priest into the Ring of Frost. Does trinket that, I believe. Gets dots out onto the not onto the Paladin again. Knocked down onto Health Swap. Not really too much happening. Out comes the Healing Stream and Darkwing Duck just trying to get dots onto everyone right now, but not really too much happening for this LSD at the moment.
Yeah, and the mana, actually, Banana Split is higher in mana at the moment. So it's kind of surprising.
Yeah, he's doing a great job keeping his mana up. I mean, I think once Reskos gets his mana tied down, able to recover a little bit, we'll see his got. Out comes the Deep Freeze on Jira. Uses Spark Skin. Could be in a lot of trouble. Out comes the Fear. Riptide is up. No Earth Shield available just yet, though. There it is. Might get spelled. Out comes the Star Surge onto Healing Swap. He's going to take a little bit of damage. And this God Compa just pulling back a little bit, trying to get a bit of a reset by the look of that. Out comes the Starfall from Jin. Not really a great time. Not too many people getting hit by it. But does get the knockoff on Health Swap. Siphon does go down.
Shake has this Elemental back.
Yeah, he does. So they're going to need to get that dotted again. It's got the Moonfire. There's the Sunfire. Going to be going down fairly soon unless Banana Split can keep it up. Unable to, really. Looks like it's going to go down. And there it goes. Now, Health Swap's still quite low here. Looks like we might see another Dispersion get forced out of him. Staying in the open, though, wanting to get those dots out. And I really think they need to push in and get those knockoffs on the Paladin again. That was really effective for them. Shake Milk kind of in the open. Outcomes is on use. There's the Frozen Orb. There's the Deep Freeze.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And he goes down.
Yeah, unable to get the Spirit Link out, and that is going to be it for that series. So the Godcom take that 2-0, and great play from them. I think they are really effective.
Banana Split in both matches here. I think he never really got controlled. Like he stayed back, he played safe, and he had such a good positioning that the enemy team could